I'm extremely happy with what they did here on my truck. Big shout out to Jeff and Don are the two that I worked with. Jeff is the one that actually did the work on the engine, and Don is the service guy behind the desk there that I talked to, and they both were extremely helpful, very knowledgeable. Like, all right, guys, I just want to give you a big shout out, all you guys that ordered and pre-ordered the hats and stickers that had just came out. As you can see here, we got boxes of hats that are going to be shipped out. So just want to say appreciate you guys, and I'm going to give everybody a shout out that pre-ordered the hats. There are more on the way. Like I said in a couple of the posts, they're very hard to find right now, so a lot of them are on back order. Big shout out to Breslin. I'll just say you guys' first name. You guys know who you are. Breslin, Jacob, Spencer, Cameron, Lewis, Dennis. I apologize. I think it's Baypen and Trent. So sorry if I got you guys' names wrong. But anyways, big shout out to you guys. Really appreciate you. If you want to, I will put the link to the store in the description below. I'll probably pin it in the comment as well. So don't mind the spare bedroom little shipping station here either. So enjoy the video, you guys. I'm actually going to go over here right now. The truck is going to get polished today. I just got it back yesterday. All right, guys. Well, it's me and Wally here. How you doing, Wally? Man, I feel so like rusty getting in front of the camera again. I just feel like I don't really know what to say anymore. It's been, what, like over a month or whatever since I put out my last video. So, yeah, it feels new again. But anyways, it's raining out right now, and I want to do a walk around in my truck here, and it's 37 degrees in April. So, welcome to Wisconsin, I guess. All right, well, here it is. Back, parked at the house, went and got it yesterday. Like I said, there's a power steering issue with it, and I also forgot my keys, so I'm not gonna be able to start it up right now, but I will get a startup video of it when I go to get the truck polished. So I'll show you guys here. These are what the wheels are gonna look like before they get all polished. I also bought new covers for them, so we'll have all brand new ones. Those have been bad for a while, just haven't replaced them. And then also, when I went to pick it up, my one, see if we can get this thing to focus. We got the one light was bad, so I had to replace that. And look at this. No more red light on the back, boys. Bought one of those while the truck was down, so we don't have to deal with that. I'm gonna get this hood opened up so we can check out the engine. All right, well, here it is. Put a brand new cat in there. It was a cat, but we just put a, so turn from rain to snow here real quick. We got the big old twin turbo A-Cert in here. It's a C15 engine. Now, I had Midwest Diesel do it. Big shout out to them. They did an absolutely amazing job on it. To have to take out the 5EK that was in here and put this C15 in here was a pretty big task. There's a lot of stuff that had to be changed around, and they did it and did extremely well. They did extremely good. I don't know how you say that, but anyways, you can see we put all brand new hoses on here. The biggest thing with this, you guys, was trying to find parts and getting just factory parts in. And I know a lot of you guys already know how that is, but anyways, I went ahead and put a full tilt manifold on here. They are factory turbos, brand new turbos. We put a brand new 2050 clutch in there. I mean, everything on this thing is literally like brand new. It was completely rebuilt. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I got to drive it home yesterday from Blaine, and the drive went really good. This thing has a ridiculous amount of power. Oddly, compared to that 5EK, even had a tune on that, this thing still feels like it could pull harder than that. And the reason I put this in here is actually because these engines can handle more power compared to that 5EK that I had in here. And when they were rebuilding it, when they took it down, they said that everything in there, the internals and the whole engine in general, looked really good. So they said you should have no problem getting 1 million miles on this engine. So I'm pretty excited about that. We did have to put a new air dryer on there because the other one, whatever the deal was with it, was cycling too often, which I've had some issues with my air dryers. So with the previous engine, I think what was going on is oil was getting into the air dryer and then messing all the internals up on that. So with this, we had to, I'm gonna try to walk around and tell you guys what we kind of had to do. So the engine that was in here was a 40 pin. So we had to get an adapter to go from a 40 pin to a 70 pin harness. So we got that. We had to remount the governor. They remounted it up here on top, right next to here. It used to sit more like down in here, but as you can see, they put really nice braided lines on here, and it just looks so clean, you guys. I'm extremely impressed. Like I was saying earlier, we were having troubles with the power steering, which I'll show you guys once I go to take off. It's got like when you go to turn, it like stops when you're going to the left. It doesn't, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll show you guys that. Let's see, what else did we do? Everything, I guess, but I'll show you on the other side. So over here, these pieces right here, this one and this one, and forgive me, I'm not very knowledgeable about what this stuff is called, but the engine did not come out of a Peterbilt, so there was a lot of stuff on here they actually had to switch out to be able to work with the Peterbilt as far as fitment and stuff. For example, I believe the oil pan, whatever, it didn't have the room in the bottom for the, up there, didn't have the room for the, I can't remember what they called it, the lift pump for the oil or something, didn't have the indent in it for it to be able to fit up there. And like I said, you guys, I'm not super knowledgeable in how all this stuff works, so I'm just going to explain it to the best of my ability. As you can see, it's still straight piped, but the biggest thing I noticed is it is so much quieter, you guys, like a lot quieter having this compound turbo set up. It's insane. And I really like that because with the other engine, it got to be too much. It sounds good, and there's days where it's like, you know, it's cool to have a loud truck, but on the ears, it's not too cool all the time. So I'll show you the C15 up here. And then as you can see how he made all this extremely clean, how he ran all the tubes and stuff on there. He had to, how did he do that? He had to mess with some of the supports and stuff because they didn't mount up quite the same. But we tried a new pump on here. I'm kind of going all over the place, but we tried a new power steering pump on here and it still did that. So I don't know. We're thinking it has something to do with this here. So I might end up getting that replaced, but so yeah, that's the engine, you guys. I will do a quick walk around and show you guys what everything looks like before we get it polished. I think I did a little, well, I showed you guys a little at the beginning, but obviously the wheels will be all done. I think he's gonna do the visor on it. My herd bumper, a lot of you guys know what that looks like. I'm gonna shut the hood here and then I'll show you guys that stuff. All right, so here's the herd bumper. As you can see, it's all messed up from a couple years ago after I had it polished. Blue Beacon, I think, accidentally got some of their good old acid on there and messed it all up. So that'll get all cleaned up. Last time I did not do the surround on here. That should be getting all done on there. Say the wheels. Pretty sure he's gonna do the air cleaners on here. I'm not sure what everything he's gonna do, but I'm gonna get everything in here, so if you know what he does do, I can get it before and after. The tanks I know he's for sure doing, and I ran them real low so he can drop those out and get those all cleaned up. So as you can see, you can't see me right now, but after it's all done, you should be able to. And then the rear wheels on here. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get it all done. So I'm actually gonna run back to the house now, grab the keys, and head over there. All right, we'll give you a little clip of how it sounds here. Like I say, it's pretty quiet, so I don't know what you're gonna hear. It's just like this really extremely smooth idle. I actually really love the sound of how smooth it is. Just, oh. I am so excited, you guys. I can't wait to haul my first load with it. Oh, we're off with our first load finally with the new engine. Ended up not being able to find anything all day, so we did a transfer here. stopped at the Quick Trip here at Clearwater, grabbed some water. And man, I just love the way this thing looks at nighttime. All shined up. Noticing like a little vibration. Not really little, but when I'm going down the interstate, it seems like it wants to shake a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out what that is currently, but anyways, we're gonna go get parked and then get this off tomorrow morning. All right, you guys, well, we just got back here to the house and we're gonna park it for the day here. Kind of ended up to be like a doozy week here, surprisingly. I thought it was gonna be going pretty good, but I got down or over to Minnesota there and ended up, I picked up the trailer. I had to run over to Midwest Diesel to get a cover that needed to get put on the flywheel housing. So we threw that on there, and then we were going to get a load down to Texas. That ended up getting covered. I was gonna go do a load from Barron over to St. Cloud, Minnesota. That ended up getting covered. So I ended up getting a load from Newport, Minnesota, as you guys could see there a little bit earlier. That was the first load I did. It went really good. It was just that one of those things where I got down there and then sat all day and had to wait to pick that one up. It ended up loading at like 10 p.m. and I was already down to, or over to Minnesota. I don't know why I keep saying down, but I was already over in Minnesota by like 9 a.m. So it was literally an entire day just sitting in Minnesota. So I picked that one up, and then as you guys saw, I ran over to St. Cloud there. It's only like an hour and something away. Got that one delivered, and they didn't even actually have that one off the trailer. It was a 6 a.m. and they didn't have it off the trailer until noon, which it's always, that's reefer world for you, it seems like. So at least I'll get some detention on that one and make up for the sitting and stuff. So that'll be nice. But by the time that one was off, there was already, you know, no loads out there really to work. There were no loads out there worth taking. So I ended up just, he said he'll have one tomorrow that'll pick up going to, or from Cashton, Wisconsin, over to Sturtevant. It's like a 2-drop, so it's over by Milwaukee area. So I just said, all right, I'll head home. I ended up getting decals made up yesterday, so I'll end up taking the Stony Hill Farms decals off here, painting over the white that I put on the frame there for the Ivy Farms, and then putting my Ivy Farms decals on the steps here. So I'll finally have that done. Should have done that, who knows, long time ago, but I'm just getting to it now. Trying to get everything half done here as much as I can. I just stopped into Badger Refrigeration here and asked them about making a couple AC lines for the truck here, because they need to be basically custom made because of the engine, how it all runs different, whatever. I don't know 100%. I just know I need some custom made AC lines. So they're a couple weeks out on that, unfortunately. And the thing is, Midwest Diesel said they would do it, but they would have had to bring it over to their AC guy and he would have done it. And I just said, well, I'll just bring it over to my people, because I had them do the AC on my last engine when it needed it done previously. And I was happy with what they did. And also I want them to check out the leak that is going on in here right underneath the dash, going into the right onto the floor. So I end up having to have a catch pan on there. So now the only unfortunate thing about that is that we're going to Florida next week. So that means that we're going to go to Florida and it is going to be hot in here. Like, it's supposed to be 80 some degrees out there. So it is what it is. Just seems like I've been doing a lot of running around and not making any money, which is the unfortunate part. The truck is running really well. I haven't had any complaints, except for there's like a vibration or like a bumping when I really only noticed it once I started getting a load on here, so I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's just the road or what. I just kind of maybe forgot what it was like in here with the the bumping, vibration, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna run it for a little bit there, see how that plays out, and go from there on that. I want to update you guys on the hats as well. I've got, I think, 5 or 6 white hats in that are available on the website, which is the link will be in the description. I sold out of pretty much everything else. I am getting the other hats, the rest of the hats that I ordered, of the the navy blue and the gray. Those should all be here soon. It sounded like they found someone that had the hats that I want, and they're able to get those in. So those should be in soon. What else here? As far as the engine, I see people wondering about, you needed some engine work done and you were wondering about Midwest Diesel. Now, Ivy Farms does lots of work with Midwest Diesel. They do bring all their trucks there and have the work done, except for their new trucks. Obviously, that's all warranty stuff. But they do a good job. The thing is, sometimes it takes them a little longer. They are very busy, so it might be a little hard to even schedule you in, but they do a good job. They stand behind the work that they do, and I don't know, I'm extremely happy with what they did here on my truck. Big shout out to Jeff and Don are the two that I worked with. Jeff is the one that actually did the work on the engine, and Don is the service guy behind the desk there that I talked to. And they both were extremely helpful, very knowledgeable. It's really nice to be able to go to somebody that, honestly, even before this all started, they knew what was going to have to be done. So that helped out a lot, and I knew that it was going to get done and get done right. And even better yet, I have an extremely good warranty on this engine, so that's going to help me out. It was obviously not cheap to have done, so that'll help me out over the next few years with paying the engine off. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully that answers your question. If you got to get work done on your truck, Midwest Diesel, I'm telling you, they do great work. I've never had a problem there, and anytime I have had an issue, I just go in and talk to them, and we always work it out, and I end up having no problems with them. So very happy about that and how everything turned out here. So now I'm going to run over, probably get those decals, and then I don't know, it's raining out today, which kind of sucks. Welcome to April. It's supposed to be really bad tomorrow too, which not looking forward to, being that I got the truck all polished up. They're saying snow in some areas, and I don't even want to run in snow. I don't want to deal with cleaning everything up like that with all the salt and stuff. So oh yeah, other than that, appreciate you guys watching the video. Let me know what you think. I'm actually going to get out right now, and I will do a walk around, kind of show you guys how the truck turned out as far as being polished, even though you did see it a little bit throughout the video. In the future, I'll do a little better walk around of the engine, because looking back at the one that I did, it was like I was kind of all over the place. So I'll probably do something where I just more like start from the front of the engine and work my way back on the stuff that we did to it. But other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll see a lot of you guys probably down in Wildwood, Florida. Kind of also sucks, I'm wearing my Black Rifle Coffee Company hat because the other day when I left out, or I should say yesterday when I left out, I was at a rush and I was looking for my hat and I couldn't find it. So I always wear I wear my Milkman hat a lot, actually. So big shout out to everybody that did grab a Milkman hat. You'll see me wearing that quite a bit, and I'll make sure to bring that with and have it. And if anybody is going to want anything down at Wildwood, I'll make sure to bring some hats down there. And if you want to get one from me there or some stickers, we can work something out down there. So we'll see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah.